It's the grandson of right thought. So I'm going to read a couple of scriptures to you guys. And I want y'all to just tell me what you think it means. When you hear these words, what does it make you feel? The losses that you're taking. One of my brothers, he just commented talking about his son, losing his son. They're trying to take his son away from him. And the elect, the righteous, the chosen, they've had to lose people, things, circumstances. Doesn't matter. They've had to lose much. Why is this the case? We're going to read these scriptures and you guys tell me what you think. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. I usually show it to y'all. I read it along with you, but get your own Bible. You follow along, you read it for yourself. Matthew 10, 16. I'm starting at 16. He says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." Stop. What that sound like to you? I send you forth as sheep among wolves. What do wolves do with sheep? See, so do you want to just hear the words and just toss them behind your back and keep right on stepping? Or do you want to actually listen to that? You're being sent forth. Sent. In order to be sent, someone had to send you. You see? So you're sent as a sheep to live amongst wolves. First thing you have to know. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Therefore means this is why. So, in other words, this is why you should be as wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, because you're a sheep amongst wolves. Sheep don't need to fight wolves head on. You see? They rely on their shepherd, the one that sent them. But beware of men. So be shrewd, be discerning, be wise, pay attention to them. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, he says. Not your own, but for his sake, the truth's sake. For a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak. How many of you actually listen to that? He says, take no thought of how or what you shall speak. Don't even think about it. For it shall be given you in that same hour what you shall speak. So the words are going to be given to you what to say in the moment when you need to say them. So you better be listening. For it is not you that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. Abaya, speaking from within you, not you. And the brother, listen, shall deliver up the brother to death. And the father, the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. And you shall be hated of all men. You will be the most hated of all the men on the earth. Y'all hear that? Y'all followers, y'all so-called Christians, you so-called followers of Christ, you are going to be hated above all the people on the earth. This is what he told you. But he that endureth to the end, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Truth. Because you speak the truth. That's why you're going to be hated above all the rest of the people. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Now he said, don't worry about the words you're going to use, because the Abba Spirit will speak from you. So are you speaking your words? No. So when people say, man, I disagree with that shit you said, I'm not thinking about these words that's coming out of my mouth. My videos are very free. They're very on the spot. I'm not sitting up here with a sermon that I'm preaching to you guys. I'm speaking from the Spirit. Abba Yah's words are guiding me. I don't drop a video until he says, drop a video. Speak. Then I speak his words. And if you don't like them, well, That's expected according to what I just read. You shall be hated for all men for my name's sake. So when I'm speaking his words, a lot of y'all may hate that shit. I had a person tell me today, I was listening, I was agreeing with your ideas until you said what you said about women being squandering their youth. I agreed with your idea. These are not my ideas. So you're not agreeing with me until I said that. You were agreeing with Abaya until he said that. That his daughters are squandering their youth. Now, you want to debate that shit and say that ain't happening on the earth? Then you're in denial of truth. See, you deny Christ. But he that endureth to the end, verse 22, shall be saved. So you should be hated of all men for my name's sake, but if you endure to the end, then you shall be saved. But when they persecute you, not if. Verse 23, but when they persecute you in this city, flee into another. For verily I say unto you, you shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. All of y'all that say you worship Yahusha, you are not above him then. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master. See, it's enough for the disciple to be equal with his master. That's the best thing he could be. Not above, equal with him. And the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household, his family? So if they called the daddy of the house the devil, what are they going to call the family of that house? For them, fear them not, therefore. Verse 26. Don't fear them when they're talking shit to you, when they're hating on you, when they're threatening you, when they're telling us to do all this shit to you. Don't fear them. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed. So don't sweat the shit, elect. These wicked ass people out here that's hurting you, harming you, seeking after your life on a daily basis, seeking to destroy you. There's nothing that is hidden that will not be uncovered by the Most High's truth. That shall not be revealed, and hid that it shall not be known. They can't hide this shit. They can't hide what they've been doing. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light. That's why we speak openly and freely. And what you hear in the ear, that preach you upon the housetops. So like I said, I'm not saying my words to you. What I hear with my spiritual ear is what I speak. And the same you should do. And fear them not which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And who is that but Abiyah? So we fear him. We don't fear you. We don't fear the flesh and the things of the flesh. The things of this temporary world don't bring no fear in us because they're not true. And they're going to be exposed, revealed. Apocalypse. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? So a sparrow falls out the sky and dies. The Most High notices that. You think he don't notice your plight? Your pain? The brother talking about his son. You think the Most High don't hear that? He hear you, brother. We of the elect, we know how that shit feels. Your loved ones ripped away from you. People trying to pull all the joy out of your life and alter it and change it into a worldly image. Destroy what you've put on this earth. Destroy your goals. Destroy your hopes. But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. They're all numbered. For ye, fear ye not therefore. Ye are more value than many sparrows. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. So we say his name, Yahusha, he who saves. We give him glory and praise today so that he will do the same for us in front of his Father, our Father. We will stand justified on that day because we weren't afraid to speak his name, even though we were hated, even though they took our children, even though they took our wives, even though they took our homes, even though they took our wealth, even though they took us out of this world. They did us a favor. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think not, verse 34, listen close, y'all. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. Motherfuckers is singing songs talking about Jesus is born, peace on earth. What the fuck is y'all talking about? He said, I didn't come to send no peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. What that sound like to y'all? Beef within your family? The truth gonna separate you from the lies? That your family ain't really your family for real? That your friends ain't really your friends for real? And a man's foes, his enemies, shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So who can't you lose, brother, today? It better be Yahusha. And you better pray that you don't lose that spirit today. And have faith that the Most High is going to redeem you. He's going to redeem your fears back to truth and love. Your son is your son. Nothing changes that. And as long as you don't change that right here, they can't take nothing from you. As long as you don't give them that in your thoughts and in your feelings, they can't take nothing from you. Simple as that. No matter where it goes from you, long as it's here and it's in here, they can't take it from you. Simple as that. He that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake, for the truth, shall find it. Y'all hear that? Mark 13:12. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Simple, simple, simple. I only got a few minutes left. Let me go ahead and get through this. 2 Timothy 3. This know also that in the last days, time we living in right now, y'all, perilous times shall come. Men gonna be lovers of themselves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And you're wondering what time you living in? Having a form of godliness. For traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Separate yourself today. Stop being afraid to separate yourself. They're lying to you. They're traitors. They're truce breakers. They're fierce despisers of those that are good. They hate you. You understand that? But evil men, verse 13, and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But you continue you in the things which you have learned and have been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Christ Yahushua. Simple as that. Don't lose the faith and don't give up. Know this world you're living in and know how to separate. What does it say? What does it say? Turn away. Silawam Yisraelah.